Spurned he stabs her thrice by P.G. Wodehouse. To touch the ground at intervals of 20 yards or sathet was the ideal she strove, after she addressed herself to it with all the strength of her powerful mind. In London, New York, Paris, and other cities where life is brisk, the spectacle of a hatless gentleman with a purple face pursuing his secretary through the streets at a rapid gallop would of course have excited little if any remark, but in Mr. Meg's hometown events were of rarer occurrence. The last milestone in the history of his native place had been the visit 2 years before of Bingley's stupendous circus, which had paraded along the main street on its way to the next town, while zealous members of its staff visited the back premises of the houses and removed all the washing from the lines. Since then deep peace had reigned. Gradually, therefore, as the chase warmed up, citizens of all shapes and sizes began to assemble. Miss Pillinger's screams, and the general appearance of Mr. Meg's, gave food for thought. Having brooded over the situation, they decided at length to take a hand, with the result that, as Mr. Meg's grasp fell upon Miss Pillinger, the grasp of several of his fellow townsmen fell upon him. "Save me," said Miss Pillinger. Mr. Meg's pointed speechlessly to the letters, which she still grasped in her right hand. He had taken practically no exercise for 20 years, and the pace had told upon him. Constable Gooch, guardian of the town's welfare, tightened his hold on Mr. Meg's arm and desired explanations. He was going to murder me," said Miss Pillinger. "Kill him," advised an austere bystander. "What do you mean, you were going to murder the lady?" inquired Constable Gooch. Mr. Meg's found speech. I only wanted those letters." "What for?" "They're mine." "You charge her with stealing 'em." "He gave them me to post with his own hands," cried Miss Pillinger. "I know I did, but I want them back." By this time, the constable, though age had to some extent dimmed his sight, had recognized beneath the perspiration features, which though they were distorted were nevertheless those of one whom he respected as a leading citizen. "Why, Mr. Meg's," he said. This identification by one in authority calmed, if it a little disappointed, the crowd. What it was they did not know, but it was apparently not a murder, and they began to drift off. "Why don't you give Mr. Meg's his letters when he asks you, Mom?" said the constable. Miss Pillinger drew herself up haughtily. "Here are your letters, Mr. Meg's. I hope we shall never meet again." Mr. Meg's nodded. That was his view too. All things worked together for good. The following morning Mr. Meg's awoke from a dreamless sleep, with a feeling that some curious change had taken place in him. He was abominably stiff, and to move his limbs was pain, but down in the center of his being, there was a novel sensation of lightness. He could have declared that he was happy. Wincing, he dragged himself out of bed, and limped to the window. He threw it open. It was a perfect morning. A cool breeze smote his face, bringing with it pleasant scents, and the soothing sound of God's creatures beginning a new day. An astounding thought struck him. "Why, I feel well." Then another's. "It must be the exercise I took yesterday. By George, I'll do it regularly." He drank in the air luxuriously inside him. The wildcat gave him a sudden claw, but it was a half-hearted effort, the effort of one who knows that he is beaten. Mr. Meg's was so absorbed in his thoughts that he did not even notice it. London, he was saying to himself, one of these physical culture places. Comparatively young man, put myself in their hands, mild, regular exercise. He limped to the bathroom.